That's the apricot nectar I was going to use for my smoothie, one of my smoothies way back when I was doing the smoothie truck business. But I could tell these containers of pop are starting to become frozen down there. But most of the time, it was doing pretty good, and it still is directly below that. And then, but for the lower temps, like it's getting into the single digits down to negative, like 5 or 7 last night. And the rest of the water, anything with liquid in it, is not staying thawed out. It's freezing up. Well, orange juice is still okay, but the faucet is frozen, and these pipes froze as well. And I did turn on my water heater, water tank, so I did have that freeze once, a water tank, and it bulged out a little bit, but I was able to turn it on and it thawed out. So I think my supply tank up there is it might be okay, but it's low on water, so the water probably froze up there. So this just gives you an idea of what kind of heat you're going to need for certain temperatures. Just these really low temperatures are not doing too well. So I'm going to have a tiny wood stove I have to install there, and I've always had that in mind, but I might have to just kind of stick it out for the rest of the winter until I can get a nice, good, efficient tiny house wood burning stove, and it'll go right there, and that'll give me the ability to keep this place warm with little firewood and not using a ton of electricity. So that's actually what I was wondering about in this whole scheme that I had of trying to keep things thawed out and even want to leave the house. So last night, when I do sleep, it's actually pretty comfortable. So because it's up in the loft, and I have a heated blanket, and I have, right when my sleeping bag gets warm, it's warm enough, and I do actually pretty good up there. I'll just go up here real quick. Not exactly the cleanest right now. So when I'm up here, I actually do pretty well. And there's quite a bit of space up here, warmth, and I just use a space heater for a couple minutes and I get warmed up. And so you can see there's quite a bit of space left for either a bigger bed or kind of bean bags and a hangout area or something. So don't worry that I'm freezing. It's very doable. It's a lot better than my cold, drafty main house on this that I was living through during the last couple of years. This is a ton better. Just have to go through some more learning and trying to figure out how to solve this without adding too much expense.